And this was your first time playing here. I mean, what was that like, playing in this place?
It was amazing. Just walking in and seeing how big the place is it was shocking. And then the floor felt great. Once you're on the floor, you get to see how big the place is, and it's an amazing place.
Edgar, in the first half, you made a three, and you were kind of like they were booing you.
Yeah.
And you were kind of like, turn up the volume. Let's hear some more of that. What moved you to do that?
I think at that point I had hit like my second or third three-pointer, and we had a pretty comfortable lead, and I was just enjoying the moment. It seemed like every time I touched it I was getting booed, but I was just enjoying the moment.
Disappointed not to play in the second half?
Not at all. Coach let us know that we weren't going to play in the second half, before the game started. So, I wasn't disappointed at all.
Why did he tell you guys that you guys in Francisco were not going to play?
I think he wanted to give the chance to some of the other guys on the team. I think he's facing a tough decision where he has to cut a few players before we head to Argentina. So he wanted to give them the chance and show what they had out here tonight. We played last night. We played heavy minutes, so it was just fair for those guys to get a chance to show what they had.
Edgar, you played against some of the best players in the NBA. Are you looking at this as another kind of chance to showcase your own talents?
I kind of do. I'm out there playing against Rajon Rondo, who's an all-star. John Wall, who's the #1 pick. But I'm not taking too much away from it. I know that those guys are not in the greatest shape right now. We have been practicing for 15 days. Those guys just got called up and flew up one day and played a game. So, I'm excited that I could keep Rondo in front of me, one of the fastest guards in the NBA, and I can compete at that level. But I'm not going away with this saying, I should be in the NBA or I'm better than Rajon Rondo and John Wall. It's nothing like that. It's just satisfying to know that I could get on the court with those guys and know that I can compete just as hard.
Edgar, what are the similarities about playing for Cal and playing for Rick?
The similarities is the pick and roll. My senior year I ran a lot of pick and rolls with Coach Pitino, and playing with Cal now there's a couple of sets where I get a chance to come off the pick and roll. Shooting when I'm open, I think that's universal. Everybody likes to shoot when they're open, but those are the two things that I'm taking away from playing for these two great coaches.
What about the personalities as coaches and how they coach you in games and during practice? Are there similarities or differences you tell us about?
Similarities, they both intense. They both want to win. They both coach every possession, and they're both great teachers. I learned a lot from Coach P in 4 years, and I'm learning a lot playing for Coach Cal. Differences, maybe, I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way, but Cal probably doesn't scream as much as Coach P, but that's the only thing I'm taking away. But then again, these are only scrimmage games. I'm yet to see Coach Cal in action when the game really counts. So, they're both great coaches. I had a great time playing 4 years for Coach Pitino, probably the best coach that I'll ever play for. And Coach Cal, I'm learning so much just from my own game, being able to go one-on-one and coast-to-coast and things like that.
Al, with the uncertainty of the NBA lockout, how do you think it's helpful for you to play on the Dominican National?
Well, I think it's good. I think a lot of us NBA players, it gives us a chance to stay in shape. There's, like you said, there's a lot of uncertainty, and we want to make the most out of our summer. And instead of playing in a pro-am or doing something like that, we're doing things for our country. We're representing our country, and it's a big deal. We have a chance to do something special, and and I'm along for the ride. So for me, it works out.
With the lockout, how are you feeling now? Are you optimistic or pessimistic or anything?
I'm pessimistic about the lockout. Just everything that I'm hearing from how the NBA owners and everything, that side feels like, and we don't. The players were standing strong, and we don't like what we're hearing so far. So we're as far as I know, the lockout's gonna stand.
One more question.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. Thank you.